Have you ever wanted to be invisible? I have.
Ugly. Such a simple word. Yet it held the power to shatter a person's self-esteem.
Do you think she'd be cuter if I tore her hair out and force-fed it to her? Cut her back and yanked her spine and string her entrails on a cross? He was infuriated that I had stopped allowing his emotional and sexual abuse.
Sexual harassment made me uncomfortable in my own skin. I stopped wearing skirts, dresses, and makeup.
Many times I have been told to speak English because they saw the color of my skin and could not understand me.
Speak English, the teacher snapped.
The girl I was working with muttered something under her breath. "You're not Jewish enough," she replied. It took me a couple of moments to comprehend what was being said to me.
I can never forget when a little girl walked into my average suburban apartment with her single mother, who cleaned homes like mine for a living. But my aunt warned, don't even get close to her.
You know, my mommy told me not to talk to black people, but I like you. You're nice.
I was one of the only people of color in the complex and found myself contemplating, do I even belong here?
So, how were you born? She asked me when I mentioned my mom being a lesbian.
In 2021, I came out as a transgender man. I was 12. I always had people treating me like a clueless child who didn't know what he wanted. In truth, I was scared and upset that my peers would never truly see me as a boy.
After 4 years of watching my peers work tirelessly to create safe spaces in our school community, it was all going to be ripped away.
Same-sex couples may not attend dances as a couple, and no one can advocate or celebrate the LGBTQ+ community in any way.
Those who break these rules will be subject to disciplinary action. I sat quietly, letting hot tears drip down my face.
My friends and I decided that we could not stay silent.
I did not want just my peers to feel safe to express themselves and be respected. I wanted that for every student.
I felt a surge of pride going to soccer practice, a supposed heaven of acceptance for my identity.
Little did I know that my religion would become a barrier in this seemingly open arena of sportsmanship.
One brutal charge left me sprawled on the ground, the assailant hissing a venomous slur at my Jewish heritage.
I thought I would feel better off of the ice, but it was the same in the locker room.
I was repeatedly called racial slurs in the locker room.
I felt a pit inside me. Will I ever feel included?
It felt like I didn't belong. In the face of exclusion, I held onto a hope for change.
I discovered an inner strength and a resolve for change.
I refused to quit. Instead, it fueled my motivation to work to create an environment where every person is valued.
We seem to have forgotten the lessons we were taught as children.
People want to be treated like everyone else.
Everyone is born different.
We should not let these differences between us blind us to what we have in common.
Nobody should feel excluded just for being themselves.
Our generation must speak out.
It's time for all of us to become beacons of light, to reflect on one another.
In the face of injustice, it's necessary to use your voice to spark change.
Our actions will inspire change that ripples through not just our local community, but also the global community.
Breakthroughs are driven by gradual changes that accumulate to unleash sweeping transformations.
I will continue to stand up for others when I see injustice, and do my part to help change the world.
I want to fight for the kids who don't have the supportive family I have.
I choose to be a force for good, a catalyst for change. And though the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, I walk it with unwavering determination, fueled by the belief that together we can make a difference, one act of kindness at a time.